Hey guys, Sean Phillips with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shop video today. Today gonna go out chasing things about chasing things on sale. Today though, new release wise, there's not a ton of new things that I think are gonna get switched out. There are a few things releasing, like some catalog titles. They're releasing the Tron films today on Steelbook, and there's on 4K Steelbooks. And I feel like those are ones that are gonna probably end up in Walmart, but I don't know if they're switching them out today. Sometimes they do. They do 2 weeks in a row. They switch stuff out in Walmarts. Not always though. We will see if anything was switched out, but I figure they'll probably end up in there in the coming weeks if they don't end up coming out today, because generally I do see them having more and more Steelbooks in Walmart. But like I said, it's pretty much today just a lot of catalog titles. Also though, at the end of this video is gonna be a bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received a review and talk about for you guys. Yeah, today's kind of like I'm leaving a little later. I've been usually going out a little earlier, but I've been kind of going through all the distribution stuff right now and talking to a lot of people for Skate to Hell, so kind of working on all of that stuff now as well. And thank you again guys too. I know I always bring up every week, but I really appreciate all of you guys who have been checking out Desert Fiends, and thanks too for all of you guys who have been going and liking the movie on the platform. That's such a huge help, because really the way that it works is the more people that go to it on the platform and like it, the more it gets recommended and shared around and everything as well. So if you guys haven't had a chance to too, you can check out below for my horror comedy Desert Fiends. But anyway though guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into the first Target we go. You guys know we always have to go by quickly the $1, $3, and $5 spot. And the one day I saw this, I think it's sort of like a pretzel thing. It was like somebody had opened it up, and I thought it was one of those kind of like door stop things that you put under the door to keep the light from coming in and stuff. And I was like, oh, I think that's actually kind of what it is. They put some Hershey things over here, but they fit in there because they're $4.70, so they're just about $5 for the $1, $3, and $5. Let's take a look though over here at the, we always take a look at the books over here, where the movies used to be, see what changed out. I think I see a couple things changed, like this Matthew McConaughey book. I don't remember seeing that. I don't think the Academy book was there. I think those ones changed, and we always check by the turd mags. And I've kind of noticed, I think that one turd mag, In Touch has vanished. I think they must be like subscription only or something, because I have not seen that magazine in probably like 5 or 6 months. And it's like nowhere, not in Barnes & Noble or anything like that. Just a sort of a weird thing I've kind of observed is like, I think we've seen the end of In Touch. At least it seems like. The one main thing that I'm looking for too, that I know, I haven't seen people finding it yet in Target, but I feel like it's going to be showing up probably pretty soon, is the Terrifier NECA figure, the one in this kind of a box. I'm waiting to order that one. I didn't want to order that one online because I like to try and find these things in stores when I can. Like I've realized though with like the Ben Cooper, sometimes it's better to order these ones for certain ones, because like the new line that has like Pee-wee and Garfield, it's weird. I got that one already directly from NECA, but I haven't seen any stores getting those ones. So it's really weird. Generally, I've never gotten anything when I pre-order, getting it beforehand. It usually comes a lot later. But yeah, looking back here, it doesn't look like anything different. I still see one of the video game Street Fighter ones. I believe there was supposed to be one for Ultra Beast, and that's the one I have yet to ever come across in here though. Yeah, they have some new Halloween squish out in here. I ended up finding one of the Bigfoot ones. I don't see any out here right now, but they have a few of the Halloween ones out here, and then some other like FAO Schwartz kind of like zombie versions of stuffed animals, which is kind of cool. It is cool to see more. Are these the FAO Schwartz ones? No, I don't think these ones were. I saw ones that were FAO Schwartz, but it is cool to still see some FAO Schwartz stuff kind of around. Yeah, in here though, it's kind of cool. They have the Simpsons tech decks. I think I found all these particular ones that they have here, like the Homer one, this one, but it's pretty cool. These ones I know are much harder to come across though. Into the first Walmart we go. We'll check over here too, see if anything was, oh yeah, I see a few more squish added in here. They've been little by little adding more of them. What's funny is I have yet to see, there's supposed to be really small ones too. Like there's this size, and then there's like kind of like this size ones. I think are probably going to be in like this area, but I've yet to see that box. Sometimes when they have like the little ones, some people, especially like the clips, people like buy all of them. It's not always, but it definitely happens sometime. But that's why you definitely have to check these sections for the Halloween, because they kind of little by little throughout the season continuously add more stuff. But I've yet to see, though, that black mask in here. Someone showed that on a video, said, oh, you can buy the black mask, and it was like $8.99 or something in here. But I don't think so, because I have yet to see anybody, you know, showing it except for that one video. But we'll check the section, though, and see anything different movie-wise, though. Well, taking a look over here, though, I'm seeing if anything was changed out. I see all the stuff from last week, Jurassic World Rebirth, the 2-movie collection, not that 2-movie, the 7-movie collection that has all of them together. I feel like the artwork on this is just very plain, though, because I remember in the past, though, they've had ones that were much more to it. It's fine, though, but it's like kind of more plainish. And then they have Ballerina, Elio, that was last week. But I feel like over here on the side here is where they'll probably end up switching out and having the, you know, the Tron steelbooks for both the movies. I would suspect, but I don't know. Like I was saying, because like they generally, the way it works in Walmart now is they change stuff out every other week. I've noticed, though, sometimes they do every week, though. There was once or twice that has happened. Let me just check in here just to see if there's any spot for anything else. That one, though, they don't have it out in here, that Ice Road Vengeance. That's one I have to see, because I feel like that's like the one Liam Neeson movie I haven't seen recently, because I think it was originally going to go to theaters, because I remember seeing like a trailer for it, and then all of a sudden it ended up just going straight to demand. So maybe it had like a really tiny theater release and only went to a couple places. And then I feel like this section is going to get switched out at some point. I know I've been talking about that a lot, but you see, like, there is a lot of things left in here. Look at how many of the American Psycho and, you know, Megan's and stuff in here. So they'll probably end up going down in price too. But over here, though, doesn't look like anything new from what I can see. This is a newer pop, though, more recent one, Bob. You know, Beetlejuice. You know, Bob as Beetlejuice, and then this one too. You know, of Willem Dafoe's character from the film. That's a newer one as well. But let's check over here, though. Like you know, this one that has, you know, the only Walmart around that has this toy set up, and see if anything has changed out. It kind of like every so often new things get switched in here. Let's see, nothing different here. Let's check the other side, because every so often I know things just pop up in here again. Like, see, like these were gone for a while, this Spider-Man, the Spirit Spider one, and now they're back. They still have a bunch of these, but I've seen some of the Walmart locations having these ones in the clearance area. And I don't see any more of like the Spider-Man ones. Those ones seem like there's a much harder to come across. Into the next Target we go, and you can see the door is getting like put back on. It's like getting repaired. But we'll see anything different in this location. Here's a $5 spot. This one's pretty picked over. Here's some mats and stuff. I don't think I saw those at the other location, but we'll head back, see if anything is different in here today, though. We shall see, though. Yeah, there was a new, like, small Bigfoot that I know was supposed to come out to Target, so I have yet to come across, though. I think it was, like, either this size or, like, this size. I think it might have been this size, you know, for that one. But we'll see. Let's see back here. Let's take a look. Before we go to the toys, or let's see, before we go to the back in that section, let's see what's over here. This one you don't see too often, the purple one. I got that one a while ago, though. But yeah, let's see, anything different in here? Doesn't look like it from what I can tell. Let's see over here. Anything different when it comes to the Simpsons? Yeah, they have this line, and it's funny, these ones are on sale for $2.49. I already have these ones, but that's a really good price for if you guys, you know, didn't have these ones. The Principal Skinner one, I guess that's part of the sale as well. What's funny is I'm not sure if they're going to start to do more of this size Simpsons and less of this size, and have that size more often in sets like this, because I saw that coming out there's going to be like a set that's kind of like, looks almost like this, like, this is the best way to describe it, like two of these together, and it has like this many figures. And I'm thinking that maybe they're gonna do more of this size in these kind of sets or something. I do not know. Some real deal screaming. Oh no. Real deal screaming. Oh no. Not so good, but let's see. Let's go back here. See anything else different? At least the music's not on in here today. See, this one has a bunch of these mini ones, the itty bitty ones. Turtles, you know, and the Avengers. See anything else different? Doesn't look like it though. They have a bunch of these ones in here today too. But yeah, they have a bunch of these Ben Cooper ones here. They have one of the Texas Chainsaw one, but still no sign though of the Terrifier one. This is the one came out about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've shown this a couple of times, the Nightmare on Elm Street one. But yeah, I feel like all of a sudden that Terrifier one's just gonna pop up in here at some point. Into the next Walmart we go. See if there's anything different in this one. We shall see. Let's see though. Just running through the Halloween stuff here and checking just to see about that mask. I'm sure that was just a planted mask. Oh, no, it wasn't. Here it is. It was actually here. So I actually saw this damn mask. I saw someone showing this. It was kind of just a random, kind of cool mask to see in here. But that's just sort of so funny though. So it really is here, this black phone mask. Yeah, someone was showing it, but I'm like, it's weird because like I went through this section so many times and wasn't seeing it whatsoever. But kind of cool though, for only like I think it's $11.99. Pretty cool one, and kind of a random one too, because it definitely doesn't seem like it's to too many of them. Because I've looked a lot. You guys remember from the videos because they last at least 2 or 3 weeks I've been showing. So pretty cool though that it actually is in here. But yeah, right here though in the front, guys, all the same stuff. The one advantage out of this location though is the stuff isn't locked up. So this is one of the ones where you're able to look at all the different things. But it's funny, this is definitely the day of everybody crying. Like all the locations we've been to, there's been lots of crying. It's definitely a crying day. This is one they have the Winnie the Pooh double feature one in here. That's the one thing in these horror sections you have to really look, because some of the times there can be random different things added to it, like Monster Summer. I don't think I've seen that at all the locations. So like randomly there can be ones mixed in. That's pretty cool. A Conjuring 7 movie collection in here that has all these ones together as well. But in here though, I did notice, like for the figures, this is one of the ones that's kind of a harder one to come across. I found this a little while back, but if you find the one that has the platinum, that's the really hard one to find. But that's kind of funny. So they probably had the platinum one in here like maybe a day or so ago. But checking over here though, seeing if there's anything else different, doesn't look like it. Pretty much all the same stuff back here. What I can tell, doesn't look like anything really different pop-wise either though. Into the final Walmart we go. We'll see if anything is different in this one. And this Walmart here too, this is one of the ones that has the $5 bin. Like a lot of the locations don't have these anymore. Like it's like, when I think about $5 bins back in the day, I always think about the stuff that you'd always see in them. It was like Drop Dead Fred, you'd always see the Spice Girls movie, Spice World. And what's so weird is now Spice World is out of print and you never come across that at all. And it's crazy about that film is it's never even come to Blu-ray. They just had a DVD of it years ago, nothing else. I don't know how people kind of forgot about that. But let's see, anything different over here? All the same stuff. Let's check down here and see if there's anything else as well. Yeah, back here though, checking to see anything different figure-wise. Pretty much been these same ones that Arrow guy a lot. I know I have to, like, if these fall over and I don't pick them up, I hear like about them in a real strange, odd way. So it's like, no, pick them up. I know. Taking a look down here though, seeing if there's anything different. Let's see. Yeah, this location is pretty picked over. A lot of empty spots and stuff in here. But yeah, back here, doesn't look like anything different. There's all this like powdery shite on the floor back here. I don't know what all that is. Someone's like kind of traipsed something all around. Here's a random Jason Momoa figure in here. This is one of the ones that has a bunch of these different cards. Like I won't lie, I don't know anything at all about like cards. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about like valuable ones or anything like that. I do remember back in the day going to like, having like some cards for like X-Men and some certain things, but never really that many of them. Anyway, though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Also, though, in the comments below, though, let me know what you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K if you guys ended up picking up anything today. Also, though, let me know anything you guys have seen in the theaters lately, if you guys saw anything in theaters or on streaming. This past weekend, I saw a couple of different films. I saw the new film, The Long Walk. I will say, that movie, it was written by J.T. Molnar. I liked the movie, but it was kind of like a Bicentennial Man movie, where it was like there's so much like sad stuff in it that I won't lie, it really wasn't a fun watch at all. For that reason, that it was just like so depressing. And I don't know. It wasn't like it was not well done. It was just too depressing. The other movie that I saw, which I really liked, I know not a lot of people went to see it in theaters, but I thought it was really fun. And I love improv movies, and I've loved Best in Show and Waiting for Guffman and all those kind of films for your consideration. And it's the This is Spinal Tap 2, which I thought was really fun. I was glad it got to go to theaters. I liked it. I liked Elton John's character in it. And Elton John, too, like when he's in certain movies, he really will kind of act crazy. And I like that. Like he like kind of almost parodies himself in certain movies. And he was really funny in the movie, especially like, I don't want to ruin anything, but I really liked him in the movie. And then the other movie that I saw was The Conjuring Last Rites, which is the new film in the Conjuring series. I know they're saying kind of like it's going to be the last one, but I have a feeling there'll be some sort of a spin-off or some sort of a rendition that in some way those characters are back. I have a feeling. This one, though, there was a couple things I thought were really creepy. Like one thing in the basement, and you saw like somebody standing there, but overall, there was parts of the new one that were not done, like some of the story and stuff was kind of hard to figure out and stuff. It just wasn't, I don't know. I liked aspects of it, but I didn't absolutely love it. It was kind of like that movie Mirror Mirror, the one from the 80s. It was kind of like that a little bit. But anyway, though, guys, let me know if you guys saw any of the films this past week, and now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Lionsgate. This is the 4K Ultra HD, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code. And this is from the world of John Wick. This is Ballerina, which I saw this one in theaters as well. And this was a fun movie. This is basically, it kind of takes place, I think it's like during John Wick 2 and 3 or something like that. Like his character, like the timeline of when this is happening, I think is like during either the second and third one or the third and fourth, something like that. I don't know exactly. I can't remember when exactly it is, but I know it's kind of in that period of time. And or it might even be between the first and second. Like I said, I cannot remember for sure, but I know it's kind of in between all that's going on. So it doesn't take place after the fourth one. And basically, though, this is about Ana de Armas' character, who's kind of training to be this assassin, and she's getting trained, by the same group that John Wick, works with and everything like that. And essentially, she ends up wanting to kind of go rogue and go after the person that killed her father. And she's basically told not to do it. And Anjelica Huston's saying, listen, you do not do that. If you do that, it's going to be a problem. So she ends up doing it. And then who gets, sent in to try and kind of put a stop to it is, John Wick. Like I said, I thought this was a fun movie. This has on here, though, The Making of Ballerina, Building a Frozen Underworld, The Order of the Action, deleted and extended scenes on here, as well as the theatrical trailer on this one. The next one here, this came from Disney, and this is one I saw in theaters as well. And this one, you guys definitely would recommend checking this out if you guys have not seen this. This is one of those movies that I really liked a lot. I know that there was some stuff that happened, like that had to get changed and stuff like that, which is too bad. I know there was certain things that were cut and stuff like that, but I liked this movie. I thought this was actually, I won't lie, this kind of, to me, for like a Disney Pixar, and this is the movie here, Elio, it was the first movie since WALL-E, to me, that had this real true, real magical kind of feel to it. That I don't know, WALL-E, I remember after I saw that movie, I that was so, to me, I know people talk about Up and stuff like that, but WALL-E, I don't know what it was about WALL-E, that movie, especially I don't know, I just love that movie so much. I feel like that's an absolutely perfect movie, and when I think of Disney Pixar, that's the one I think of more than Toy Story, more than any of them. And I will say this movie had that similar feel to me, and that real magic that I don't know, really good. I really like this, and it's basically about this kid who's really into space, and basically he ends up getting taken to space. It kind of has the feel of Explorers, that movie. I don't know, it really had this sort of vibe of like an 80s movie, and it's just too bad it's not getting seen. It really is, because it's a really, really good movie. It has on here some featurettes on here: Inside the Commemorative, the world of characters of Elio, Out of This World, and Astral Q&A on here. It has a galactic gag reel, deleted scenes. But like I said, would definitely recommend you guys check this one out. Here is the look inside, though, at the Steelbook for this one as well. It includes the 4K and the Blu-ray of the film. There's also two other ones here to show you guys from Disney that they've released here, and these are available for the first time on a Steelbook, and the first time also on 4K. And these are also kind of promoting too that the new film is going to be coming out soon. And this is here Tron, and then Tron Legacy, like I said, available for the first time here on 4K, and really cool steelbooks. I really like the looks of these ones. These are really fun movies. I always remember the first Tron too, like, and anytime like I think of because I remember, like, as a kid walking by in, in the malls and stuff, when they had, like, the old school arcades, when they were, like, dark and stuff like that. And as a kid, I was always, like, kind of creeped out by them, because they were very dark walking into them. So, like, there's something about especially the first Tron that, like, to me, kind of, like, captures and, like, keeps that, like, alive, that like video game arcades. But it's kind of cool now, because like now you're seeing in malls, it's all kind of coming back with opening up more and more of these round ones and stuff. So you're kind of seeing them come back, but it's not the same though, because it's not dark. And like, because it used to be literally, the one I remember as a kid in the Hunt Valley Mall was pitch dark. I mean, as dark as it could be, and all you could really see was the screens. There's something about that was kind of cool. And then, like I said, we have here Tron, and then Tron Legacy. Now on Tron, this one here, feature-wise, this has Blu-ray exclusive phototronology, join the director of the original production, photos and set intimate stories on here. It has impact on pop culture, the making of Tron, deleted scenes, audio commentary. And anytime too I think of Tron, I always remember too, like the early days of like YouTube and kind of viral things. And there used to be that one guy, they would always dress like the Tron guy in the Tron suit. Like I don't know what happened to him, but we used to always see him back in the early days of like YouTube and things like that. And for Tron Legacy, this one has on here though Blu-ray exclusive features. It has the next day Flynn revealed, discover what happens after the movie ends, special look at Tron Uprising, music video on here, Tron visualization, installing the cast, the stars discuss the upcoming Tron experience on here. And then here's a look though inside at the discs as well on this one. The next one here, this one was from moviezing.com, and I'll have a link below where you guys can order this one for the best price. And I believe this is the first time this show has ever been available on Blu-ray. And this is a show, too, that I don't feel like you see, like, reran a lot or anything like that. It's a show called Emergency, the complete series. It might be on something, but it's not one that I remember kind of getting re-aired. It's kind of making me think too, I'm really hopeful seeing like more and more complete series coming out on Blu-ray that we're going to get at some point. Fantasy Island, because it's like that, I feel like that is something that I like dream of all the time, like a full complete series of that show, especially because like the later seasons got kind of weirder and weirder, because the show just kind of got really peculiar. So I really want to watch the later ones. So hopefully at some point they start releasing, do a whole series of Fantasy Island. But this is a cool show that, like I said, you don't see too much, kind of all about rescues and team of kind of rescue situations and things like that. Kind of what inspired like the later shows of like those, Rescue 911 or like those kind of things like that came later. This was kind of like the early of those type of shows. And it has on here feature-wise the crossover with Adam 12 episode. And it has on here all 6 seasons plus 6 TV movies that are included in here as well. So here we have seasons 1 and 2. And then we have seasons 3 and 4. And then there is the seasons 5 and 6. And that one has the crossover episode of Adam 12. and then The Final Rescues, and these were the movies, the TV movies that they did later. But a really cool set if you guys are a fan of the TV show Emergency, available for the first time. Like I said, I believe it's the first time that they've ever had the show on Blu-ray, and especially having them all together in a complete series set here from Universal. The next one here, this one was from Troma, and this is a movie I always really like because this was shot during the Cannes Film Festival, and this has Joe Spinell in this, you know, who was from Maniac. He's in tons of different movies, but this is a movie here called The Last Horror Film, which I always really liked. And it's basically this kind of like slasher that's going on during the, like I said, during the Cannes Film Festival. It was very creative the way that it was done, and I like these kind of movies a lot. This was a really cool one. Has on here, though, intro by Lloyd Kaufman, new commentaries on here, new interviews on here, Mr. Robbie, a short film on here starring Joe Spinelli, full episodes of Troma's classic, Kabuki Man's Cocktail Corner on here, the return of one of Troma's most beloved characters, Dolphin Man, on here as well. The other one here, to let you guys know, that was available from... this was from MVD. This is the Buster Keaton Show. 9 digitally restored episodes and bonus extras here. And this is a 2-disc set for if you guys are a fan of the Buster Keaton Show. This has 3 bonus episodes on here, as well as shorts as well, 2 extra shorts as well on this one. And the last one here, to let you guys know that was available, this is from 101 Films. This is from the UK. It's a movie here called Derelict. And this one here has a bunch of different features. It has the Invisible Baseball, the making of Invisible Basketball, the making of Derelict, the Petting Zoo, a short film on here, a video essay on the film, Mr. Bones' original song music video, deleted scenes, trailers on this one here as well. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. Like I always say, if you guys enjoyed these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching, subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.